grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. Talking real peace of mind, that's something money can't buy.
What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy KingMarcell, and we back with another video. Today we about to be checking out this video that's talking about the femininity that's going on, and not just the rap community, but you know what I'm saying, we gonna talk further after this video about how that stuff is translating over into, you know what I'm saying, actual communities, and not just staying in the hip-hop sphere, or just in how it's just grown out of proportion over the last couple of years. So make sure you guys like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a video here. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, so make sure you guys hitting that subscribe button. But without further ado, we about to get right into this reaction, man.
We do stuff as men to impress these women. All this feminine stuff going, the women need to speak up, and it was
exactly
painting their nails,
and that's something that, like, I say to a lot of women, and their response to me be that they feel outnumbered. I'm gonna just say what someone said to me, that the hoes are winning, like they running shit now, because, but I tell her it's because y'all are letting them. Real women need to stand up and identify what a real woman is, because the line has been blurred. Y'all got men out here calling themselves women. Like, shit has gone so far left, man. It's wild to see how far we've come in just literally the last, I want to say, 10, 15 years. The explosion of all of this degeneracy that's going on. And that's translating over into the men heavily. And I know there's always been homosexual men, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I have anything about bad to say or feel ill will towards anyone who is homosexual, but I truly believe that is people dealing with some type of form of trauma. Reason being is because every time I've personally, and I'm not just talking about some shit that I've seen on the internet, like, I actually talk to a lot of different people. Whenever I've talked to someone like this and I ask why or what made them want to do this, it's always been some form of trauma. And instead of dealing with that form of trauma that they're dealing with, they use this as an avenue. And it's just like, it's just masking the pain that they are really dealing with. And I feel like those issues that they are dealing with mentally, and I'm not trying to say that everybody has a mental illness, but I'm saying it's trauma. People try to say mental illness it's caused from trauma. But people don't like to admit that they have mental illness. When you go through a trauma like that, you have a mental response to try to help you cope with it. And until those underlying issues get dealt with, this shit is just going to keep continuing. That's why with all of this low-key PDFs that's slowly trying to make this shit seem like it's okay and stuff, you have to see the degeneracy that is literally happening before our very eyes, and how it's just trauma-based society. I know with my children, that trauma is going to be ended, and I hope with a lot of you guys are understanding that. I talk too much. Let me stop talking.
All this shit, if the women got to saying something, we trying to impress? If the city girls and all this get talking about these motherfuckers?
So if you didn't know, Drake started painting his fingernails this year, and earlier in June he had them yellow. But now if you look below me, you can see that he has his fingernails painted pink with hearts on them. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think Drake is entering his midlife
and Drake, the main one. That's why I say he's detrimental to not only the hip-hop community and music, but in just the black community as a whole, because this is what he has been pushing. Slowly but surely, Drake has been like the agent to speak to man softness, black man softness. We ain't supposed to be soft, man.
Stage.
The women need to start speaking up.
I kind of give people the benefit of doubt when they do the black nails and they're like some rock and roll goth people.
You're finna be 40, ain't he?
And I like Drake a lot. He look like he in jail. He about to let you use the phone. Are you trying to use the phone?
Literally.
Bro, you are not a villain. You're just a hater.
You know me, I'm YouTube's biggest villain. The new biggest villain. The reason why I say that
That's
is
what they say to me
because
too.
my opinion's not going to be popular. You might not like anything I got to say.
You corny, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. You corny, bro. You're a cornball.
I think I need to make one thing clear on this channel before we begin. I don't give a what none of y'all think. I'm gonna just be honest with you. When y'all get mad at me and say, I'm unsubbing.
Facts.
Get your soft A up out of here. I don't get
only
it.
real
You can't cancel someone that don't care.
over
When I
at
see
this
men
channel,
typing that,
I
I
don't
feel
know
like you
about
guys got
his.
girl hands. Little feminine hands. So I wanted to take a deep dive that's been sparking a lot of debate lately. The decline of traditional masculinity in hip hop in the wider world. Are we being pushed an agenda that changes the meaning of masculinity by blending it with feminine qualities? I mean, that's what it seems. Hip hop has long been seen as a symbol of strength, resilience, and traditional masculinity. Think about the legends like Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, DMX, Ice Cube, 50 Cent, Too Short, the list goes on. These artists embodied a kind of rugged toughness that was both respected and emulated. But over the years, we've seen a shift. Modern hip-hop artists like Drake, Kid Cudi, Lil Nas X, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Playboy Carti, Lil Yachty, all these new artists are presenting a different kind of masculinity. Or is that even masculine?
It's not masculine. I was gonna say it's not masculinity at all.
Vulnerabilities, and they're even challenging traditional gender norms. Some people see this as a positive evolution, more inclusive, more expressive. But there's also a growing sentiment that the transition is part of a larger agenda to dilute traditional
oh my goodness, they was naked in this shit. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Traits. So what
oh my goodness, this shit still on here. Kids watch this nigga. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, because I've never watched the Lil Nas X video, not one. Right-handed guy, couldn't bring myself to ever do it because of all of the controversy that been around it. I'm like, if it's that wild, I don't need to see it because I'm not homosexual. Simple. It's not for me. But if that's what the fuck people, because kids sing this nigga songs now, I know that. So you mean to tell me that possibly kids have literally searched this man video and he had niggas ass naked dancing in jail? Like what? I'm sorry. Maybe I am old folks now, cause this shit is reckless. That shit. Now I see what the controversy was about. That's bro. Niggas is wildin', bro. Niggas is wildin', bro.
Let's first talk about why some believe this agenda is being pushed. We live in an era where media and popular culture have a massive influence on our perceptions. Advertisements, movies, music, they all play a role in shaping social norms. Over the past decade, there's been a noticeable increase in content that promotes emotional expression and vulnerability in men, traits traditionally considered kind of feminine.
How do you feel about men in skirts?
Oh, I love men in skirts. I'm like very much one of those people that's like, it's literally just a piece of fabric. If you want to wear a skirt, wear a skirt.
Now look, check this out. Don't get me wrong, man.
You want a skirt. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
Love men in skirts. I'm like very much one of those people that's like, it's literally just a piece of fabric. If you want to wear a skirt, wear a skirt.
Now look, check this out. Don't get me wrong, man.
What
emotional expression and vulnerability are very
zone,
important, but the concern arises when these become the primary traits associated with masculinity, overshadowing the traditional aspects like strength, resilience,
and trying to make that a bad thing.
Critics argue that this blending of masculine and feminine qualities is creating confusion, particularly among younger generations. Boys growing up today are receiving mixed messages about what it means to be a man, and this can impact their identity and self-esteem. But is this really an agenda, or just a natural evolution of society's understanding of gender? The shift in hip-hop is reflective of broader culture.
It's been years of this. At some point, we got to acknowledge the agenda. Come on, we calling it the MCU. We talking about all of this wokeness with all of these ugly female characters that's being established in all of the movies and cinema and cartoons, even down to the video games. And we want to keep saying that it's not an agenda. The political offices, the liberals, this is all that they pushing is transgenderism and abortion. And this degeneracy is expected to be not criticized. This shit is mind-boggling that this is the times that we're really living in. And it's speaking truth to them then the fact that, because my thing is, if you read the Bible, you see that every time a power shift happened, it was all these same things that happened. All of these same things that's happening with the United States happen to every kingdom that has fallen. And it's like, we know this and literally is still enacting it. It's because those same people who was doing that shit back then are the same people who doing that wild shit today. And they just want to be the reigning power of this earth. And it's Satan, man. And if y'all can't see this shit,
artists are more willing to explore a full range of human emotions and experiences. It's less about an agenda and more about expanding what it means to be human. From a sociological perspective, the blending of masculine and feminine traits can lead to a more balanced society. However, it's crucial to ensure that traditional masculine quality,
a more balanced society, it was already balanced, and that's the main thing that we are all missing. Society was already balanced out. Men have things that they are good at. Women have things that they are good at. And when they come together, they are one. They are whole. They both are like one side of the same coin. But at some point, motherfuckers stop looking at each other as the other half of themselves. And felt like that they had to take on the responsibilities of both genders themselves. And that's not the way we are supposed to be functioning. And in the deep down pits of all of y'all hearts, no matter who it is, you know that that's the truth. But you would rather be in your degeneracy. You'd rather be in a state of chaos and flux. And it's not supposed to be seen because of trauma. It's not supposed to be looked at as trauma. I'm going to call that shit for what it is. You feel me? I ain't going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you.
Not vilified in the process. Both sets of traits do have value. So where do we go from here? How do we find a balance that respects traditional masculine qualities while also embracing a broader range of expression? Ultimately, the evolution of masculinity in hip-hop and the world reflects broader societal changes. Whether you see it as an agenda or a natural progression, the key is to ensure that the core values of what it means to be a man are not lost, but rather expanded upon. In other words, pairing your skirt and some nail polish with bad bitch behavior. It is now accompanied with sticking your lips out, I guess that duck lip shit, whatever you want to call it, tilting their head to the side. It's like you want to say that you're straight and you're a masculine man, but it's not like you're just wearing pink. It's not like you're just painting your nails. You're also tilting your head to the right and poking your lips out.
Exactly, like
it's not
female.
And
like
what's
what
frustrating is when someone has an opinion on this and states the facts and the truth, is usually disregarded with the why do you care so much answer or response. But the old-fashioned masculine men can take offense to this because you're basically bottling yourself up and grouping yourself with the old-fashioned men when it's clearly two different situations.
So unfortunately right now we live in a society where...
to this because my shit is tweaking and that was... Okay, let's try this again.
We do stuff as men.
Okay. The fact that just started over is actually very fucking sick. Well, we gonna get going.
show. I'm trying to see what examples men are even following. And I think we all realize now we are facing a crisis. We are facing a crisis of manhood.
It's okay to be labeled straight, bisexual, pansexual, transgender. It's okay to be labeled gender fluid. However, it seems as though society is trying to get rid of the idea of being masculine. Exactly. But is it offensive to be called masculine nowadays?
Man, I don't know what this motherfucking world come to today, man, but hey, man, and my mama, you know what I'm saying, paid attention to a lot of shit, me growing up, you know what I'm saying, and she grew me like a woman that I think supposed to. The way I walk, the way I swung my arm, as a motherfucking goddamn young man, she ain't play that feminist shit. She paid attention to a lot of shit real close, and I thank her for that, man. I swear
for real,
I thank her for that because, you know what I'm saying, that's the reason why I'm the man that I am today. Painting your nails and shit, bro, that shit just don't sit right with me, bro, at all, bro. Man, paint nail, man, ain't no motherfucking fucking way. Especially if you know what I'm saying, you a full grown adult. You paint your nail, man, bro, you might already put on some eyelash and a motherfucking wig and a motherfucking dress. I'm talking about just come on out that closet, man. Because, you know what I'm saying, ain't no half doing, man, what you gonna have doing for?
Men painting their nails has gained a widespread acceptance in recent years. From Uzi to ASAP, Yachty, and Drake, to even Dwayne Wade now launching his own nail line.
But this nigga finna be 40. You look like a dyke. This nigga finna be 40. You look like Young and May. That's some homo thug. That's like Birdman being real tough and kissing Wayne. Like, that's homo thug shit.
Oh, bro.
I'm not with that tough gay shit.
He look like he in jail. He about to let you use the phone. Are you trying to use the phone? And I never
Fuck the baddest bitches, bro. You feel me?
That don't mean shit,
he don't even got a daughter.
Bitches will fuck anything. That don't mean nothing.
While some view this as a new creative expression for men, others feel like it lacks masculinity. It takes away practices traditionally associated with women.
Hey man, what's up, man? What's up with these little sissy boys and these painting their nails and shit, bro? Like, what's up with this shit? So it said Duke guard Jerry McCain signed NIL deal with beauty and nail polish brand Sally Hansen. Then quoted, "Sorry if that offends any of you guys." So you got Lil Baby on here painting his nails, all these other little rappers and Caleb Williams painting his little nails and shit. And it's like, so if y'all little sister boy want to paint y'all nails, that's cool, bro. Do your thing. But where it starts to become an agenda for me and I start putting my tinfoil hat on is, why are no female athletes being, you know what I'm saying, signed to these deals? That would make sense, right? Especially considering the state in which, you know, women's sports, especially college hoops, has been big the past like 2-3 years. You know, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and the other little, you know, the other chicks that doing their thing with Juju, that girl Juju at USC. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. And they got social media presence. They got the young girls following her. They got young men and stuff following them. Why are the female athletes not getting these nail and beauty deals before the fucking dudes, bro? Like, what? With all this P. Diddy shit and how we clearly see the influence of and agendas being pushed through entertainment, athletes, and music and shit, like, it's not far-fetched to say that this shit is an agenda, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you. When you have her sitting there, you know what I'm saying, Angel Reese sitting there, and other, you know, prominent female athletes right now sitting there that you can give beauty and brand deals to. Why does she not have a bundle deal?
Thank you. Now on nail
No,
polish.
I always respected men
Y'all
taking care of themselves, like manicures and pedicures, clear nail polish, hey, even white and black. I don't necessarily think it's wrong to get different colors. I mean, hey, do what you will. Do whatever you want with your body. But as a man, when asked what do I think of it, I feel like it's another form of emasculation. There is a clear agenda to our youth. They always use the Hollywood elites as their personal billboard to society, to push their narrative down people's throats, to follow their idols and brainwash them into believing it's the new norm. But that is another topic, because technically I am for the my body and my choice movement, and I also support the different forms of artistry.
And
but I can't
know, a lot of y'all may not support it, man. I'm not with that pro-choice shit, man. Y'all are baby killing. I'm just throw that shit straight out there, man. Y'all are killing children and sacrificing it to Moloch. Whether you understand that or not, that's exactly what is happening when you go to these institutions and you get these abortions. Reason I say that is because you all don't even know what happens to the dead fetus when they take it. A whole bunch of wild ass shit goes on once that, but y'all don't care about that as long as it's out of you. And that's evil as hell in itself, but y'all don't even understand how much evilness goes on after with your child that you told them it was okay to murder and sacrifice to Moloch. Again, regardless on if you know that or not, that is the truth of what's happening. And anybody saying that they're okay with someone getting an abortion because you chose to lay down and fuck somebody, knowing that fucking is how you make babies, and then you so busy trying to have fun and keep doing the act of making babies but don't want the actual babies, and then you kill them. Then you want everybody else to do a fucking, this is another mental gymnastic that everybody is expected to do. You want us all to say, oh no, it's not really a baby until a certain amount of time. Like the sperm ain't the fucking baby. Like the sperm don't grow into the baby. And that you're killing that no matter what period of time it is, whether it's a plan B or it's an outright abortion that you get then there's 6 months into your fucking women. I didn't even know that was a thing, that women can have an abortion. I don't think it's 6 months. But it probably is. But I think it's for sure like after 4 months, either 3 or 4 months, they can still have an abortion. But then to have the abortion, they gotta literally chop up the baby inside you and then pull it out piece by piece. They don't tell motherfuckers this, but I'm gonna tell y'all the reality of what abortion is. When people are getting abortions past a certain period of time, the doctors literally have to go in with a surgical device and chop up the baby. And we're not supposed to look at this as murder. Again, y'all can keep blurring them lines. And that shit not going on.
Can't help but realize the decline of masculinity. We shy away from saying it's okay to be masculine, but what's wrong with saying that? When someone disagrees with something as wearing makeup or nail polish because it's too feminine, they get attacked for saying such comments.
Can somebody tell me what the whole trend is with guys painting their nails? For the guys who have painted nails, is there something you need to tell us? Is this your way of coming out to the world without actually saying anything? If you want to be one of the girlies, isn't there like an operation for that? Like, you don't have to pretend to be one with your painted nails. I don't know, like, that is just the weirdest thing to me. Like, when did it become normal for a guy to be the feminine one in the relationship?
Exactly.
Like, what's next? Did you want to hit Pilates?
And then vice versa, the women are the masculine ones. They're trying to get us to switch, and it ain't no switching. I'm pure blood man. Masculine. Would never be anything other. My woman, only feminine traits. We can't be blurring that line no more, man. We got to get shit back in order.
And then go for a mani-pedi after.
Real.
If you are a guy who's doing this trend, you need to grow up and stop being fruity for once.
Thank you.
Let's be serious here. You should go lift some weights instead of painting your nails and playing with dolls.
The bottom line is to stand on all 10 about your beliefs. If you love wearing makeup and painting your nails, then stand on that. But you shouldn't feel offended or disrespected if someone says it's not masculine, because it's not. This new agenda is trying to replace masculinity with feminine traits, and that's just wrong, man. It's confusing and not fair to the traditional masculine men. Masculine men should also be able to be proud of who they are and what they stand for, and that's being a man who doesn't like feminine traits. Masculine is an adjective that means relating to or characteristic of men, or having qualities traditionally associated with men, not intertwining things associated with women. This is called effeminacy or effeminate. Effeminacy or male femininity is the embodiment of feminine traits in boys or men, particularly those considered untypical of men or masculinity. These traits include roles, stereotypes, behaviors, and appearances that are socially associated with girls and women. So therefore, you're not masculine, bruh, and it's okay. The reason why I feel like this is a great discussion topic, although it might rub some people the wrong way, we need to bring awareness to the agenda of changing the definition of masculine. I think it's wrong to make people who disagree feel bad about being who they are as men, just as much as I think it's wrong to put down someone who is effeminate and like to paint their fingernails. People like to rebuttal and say, well, why do you care? Why do you even care to comment? Or you're showing insecurities by even commenting. They like to self-project their feelings and insecurities on people that disagree with their stance. But just because someone openly doesn't like or disagree with something, that doesn't make them insecure, bro. That's like saying I don't like pizza, and you do. So me saying I don't like pizza and it's nasty, you saying that makes me insecure? Your guys' logic these days are horrible, bro. If you make a powerful statement with your nails by painting them, that welcomes criticism. And if you can't take criticism, then why set yourself up with a powerful statement to begin with? If you don't have a...
Because it's an agenda, that's why. Because if it wasn't one, they wouldn't be fucking doing it. We gotta stop playing that game. Niggas wasn't doing it before, why they doing it now? It's an agenda. It's an agenda to make niggas feminine. Where else would it be? Y'all think all these niggas was just low-key, oh, I wanted to paint my nails too, fuck it. Another man did it. No, motherfuckers is going through wild shit. But these artists, they are using these artists as a tool to get the people who are lost, who look up to these artists as the way that they think that they should be. That's what's happening. It's brainwashing. Outright brainwashing. MK Ultra, brainwashing to your front door. While we about to keep allowing it to happen. Like, literally. Are we about to keep, like, going over the bullshit, turning the rational ones of us, just turning our backs to it? How long do y'all think we finna be able to keep turning our backs to the bullshit that's going on before they knocking on our door with it? And this ain't to incite nobody. This ain't to say, you know what I'm saying, F these people and stuff like that. Because again, a lot of these people have a lot of trauma that they're dealing with. But my thing is that there are also a lot of satanic people out here pushing a satanic agenda on the public, not just in the United States, but all over the world. And if you start looking into the Commonwealth, you might start seeing some shit. You might start seeing the
powerful mind to take on the negative comments, then don't set yourself up for it. Like I said before, I don't have a problem with it. Be you, bro. But do I have a problem with changing the meaning of masculine and turning it into a new way to push an agenda on emasculating men? Hell yeah, I do. Because where does that leave the men who get an ick out of the thought of their own nails being painted, or wearing a dress, or wearing makeup? Let me help you understand. Let's use straight trans men as an example. Straight trans men can't stand the thought of being seen in a dress, correct? Well, because they identify as a man and their orientation is straight. They feel disrespected by being misgendered, or they feel disgusted with the thought of wearing anything feminine. They feel like they're in the wrong body if they are even seen with anything that has to do with the other gender, because they are a straight trans man or straight male. Then if you understand that, then it shouldn't be hard to understand how some men feel about the thought of anything feminine on their own body. So just respect it. And check, this channel is to debate, deep dive, and speak about things that aren't usually comfortable or popular to talk about. So this topic might seem a bit random, but I feel like
this channel, it's the same. We have to be able to have these conversations or nothing's going to get solved. We have to be able to talk to each other rational without instantly resorting to violence. But I've noticed that with these people, they don't want to talk because a lot of them know there's no reason in what they're saying. So they instantly go to violence. They instantly get to talking about specific events like rape and other things to try to justify what's going on, when that's a small percentage of why a lot of these people are doing these things. A lot of this stuff is people just being tweaked out a little bit, man, because of things that they've been through. And that's what has to be talked about. That's what has to be rectified. Those are the issues that have to have breakthroughs. Not a man putting on a wig and then calling himself an 11-year-old girl. Because again, that's the direction that they're trying to go in. And we will not allow that.
It's not talked about enough. And let's be clear, promoting emotional openness and vulnerability is essential, but it doesn't mean we have to devalue traditional masculine traits. Strength and resilience are just as vital as empathy and sensitivity. It's about balance, not replacement. In the end, masculine shouldn't be frowned upon just to push a feminine narrative. If one says they don't like something because it's not masculine enough, respect it. Because if you're painting your nails, that's not masculine, bro. Call it what it is. It's effeminate. Go look it up, but that's what you are. You are not masculine, brother. I'm sorry.
Simple. And it's as simple as that. You You're not masculine. We don't care if you want to be effeminate. We don't care if you want to be homosexual. We don't care if you want to be a trans, whatever. These are the decisions that you all are choosing to make. I feel like adults should be able to make these decisions, but when it's getting forced on the kids, when it's being forced on other people who don't agree with those things, that's when it becomes an issue. That's when it becomes a problem, because then you're trying to change what we consider what a man is, what a female is, and trying to put your own spin on it like you're God. And I mean, none of you all are God. Not the Most High God. Not even close. None of you. So we really need to stop with just letting these things happen, because a lot of people say, well, that's not me, that ain't going on with my family, that's something I don't prescribe to, but I'm not gonna say nothing, this and that. Well, we are slowly going to be rooted out if this shit continues. And my thing is that the main people at stake are the children. The children are the ones who are relying on us to rectify whatever this shit is that's going on this planet. We have to be the ones to rectify before they are affected, because they're going to be left inheriting the problems that we leave behind. So that's just what I want to leave you all with. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a video here. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, so make sure you guys are subscribing up. But with that being said, KingMarcell out. Peace.
When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. I'm talking real peace of mind.